Hello. Let me show you a little bit of my face. Oh, wow. I forgot. I have changed my clothes. But today is still June the 21st. And as I said, I'm on a mission. Speaking to people. Low income, poor people. Black, white, green, purple. Hello. I'm speaking to you. As I was making the video a few minutes ago, all of a sudden I look down at my phone and I have a do not reply, so I'm wondering what is it talking about. It's a job. Every day I try to send out resumes, and this apparently I used to send out 10 a day. Sometimes my pride shows up when I work in a job, and therefore I lose it, but I really didn't want to be there lots of times because they're not paying me what I feel, supposedly what I feel I'm worth, knowing I need the money. But any cahoots, I don't know if you can see it. You'll see my name. I don't know how to get it close to you. I know, have you received one of these? Because I do a lot of job hunting online, and I'm getting ready to cease doing that because a lot of times it's bull crap. And you don't get all the information you need. Anyway, I had placed the application with, can you see it? I don't want to bust them out. Anyway, can you see it? My screen went dead. I don't know. I've added another light bulb, so I don't think you can see it. But anyway, yeah, can you see it now? Yeah, you can see it now. It's a little backwards. But anyway, they turned me down for the job, and that's the whole point. Let me read it to you. Dear Janice, thank you for submitting your resume to Fanatics for consideration. It's not busting them out. It's true. You sent it to me. Hey, it's true. We are fortunate to have many qualified candidates apply to each of our positions. We have reviewed the qualifications of each candidate, and after careful consideration, we have determined that the credentials of other candidates may better fit our needs at this time. Please accept our best wishes and thank you for your interest in Fanatics, Human Resources Fanatics. Well, hello. There were some people better than me. You know, there were some people, candidates that were better than me. You know what? Do you know what? Let's talk. Yes, there may be some better candidates than me, but it's nice that you send out a letter to people to tell them this. I know you feel my pain. I'm letting you know, and I'm revealing this not to just bust them out, just to let people know, people that's out here stressing and struggling, that's trying to work, that want to work, that want to have a job that's going to pay enough money so they can cover their bills rather than work a job and then still have their lights and their gas cut off. This is why I'm talking, because I know your pain. I know what you feel. I know the frustration. It's not going to make me go out here and rob somebody or kill somebody. I shoot somebody up. It's not going to make me take a drink or shoot some heroin. My kids laugh at me when I say heroin. They say, what is it, Mama? Heroin, whatever, because I can't pronounce it. But whatever, I shoot dope in my veins and stuff. I'm not going to do any of that. But I'm letting you know, I know how you feel. But the thing is, even though the letter is trying to say in a generous way, yeah, you didn't get the job, it's still, to me, it's kind of putting me down because I'm saying, okay, yeah, I picked a whole lot of people, but you wasn't one of them. How is that supposed to make me feel good when you say that? I prefer you just say, I'm sorry that you didn't get the job and leave it at that and go on. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to sugarcoat it because what you're telling me is somebody's better than me. And I don't believe somebody's better than me because the job that I 9 out of 10 times I applied for is probably doing some housekeeping, custodian, or something basic like that, which I'm educated better than that. But then don't think no more of yourself highly than you ought to, is what the Bible says. But anything in that company, pretty much even sitting behind the desk, I could do that. It's not like it's rocket science. I could do that. But like I said, rather than take and come to me talking about that long little words and some candidates are better and have more, come on with that. Come on with that. I don't even want to hear that. I've worked too many jobs, and I'm quite sure you have too. You go out, they tell you, oh, you got to have a degree. We got to see your GED. We got to see your diploma. We got to see your college credit. We got to see if you could get here. We need to know if you have transportation to and fro to work. If you're going to rely on the bus, what bus are you going to catch? Am I right about it? Do you have a phone? Am I right about it to get a job? Yeah. Okay, they ask all those qualifications. Then when you meet the qualifications, how many of you get on the job and there's 2 or 3 people that's walking to work, 2 or 3 people on the job that don't even have a GED, that don't have a college education, don't have the GED. I'm not saying that you got to have any of these things. I'm saying for the job. You get on the job, they done had you jump through hoops and everything to get on the job. Then when you get there, you find out there's people less qualified that didn't even have the information, didn't even take time to put in the information, told the people they didn't even have, and they still hired them. But then look at you. Look at you. Look at me. They come at us with this stuff. Woo, Lord Jesus. Again. So I'm just letting you know. I see my ends out. I'm getting ready to braid the rest of this up. But, not that I'm stuck on myself, I just don't want you looking at me and looking a little raggedy, but I'm going to say what I got to say regardless. I have bad it looks. I have good it looks. Like I said, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. That's why I really don't like doing scripted. Take time writing all this stuff out, because when you speak from the heart, you get the truth. When you try to paraphrase and write a whole lot of things down, it's difficult. But I will start doing that when it comes to some deeper stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, that's something else. But like I said, I understand what you're saying, but don't get out here and start killing one another. You know, we shooting people and killing people. They can't come back from death. Jesus came back from death, but average person you shooting, they not coming back. You know, what happens to breaking a leg and don't get it all twisted and go crazy. You know, break a leg, break a finger. Hey, did you hear me? Get to know me, recognize me, whatever. But to take and shoot and take and kill people, man, no, let's stop doing that, man, especially in the black community. You know, man, let's stop. Let's stop killing one another. You know, we look alike. You know what I'm saying? We better than that, man. We way better than that. You know, we taking lives, and, you know, I'm not one of them people who sit back and talk about, oh, well, they innocent and this person. I know people do things. I know people. I don't feel they deserve to be killed necessarily. But I know people do things, you know. But I'm like, don't kill nobody, man. Stop doing it. Stop killing. The kids are seeing this. They're seeing all this violence. And you're doing it and because you don't have God. You don't have a place to go. You don't have a church to go to where somebody's going to tell you the truth, that's going to talk to you. That's going to tell you, I know where you are. I know what you're going through. I feel you. Not just that shooting out of the mouth bull crap. Oh, I know what you feel. I know what you're going through, my brother, but you don't. No, I know what you're going through. I know what you're feeling. I've been there, done that. You know, I'm not saying I shot somebody and all that type of thing, but I know what it feels like to get to that point that you want to. I know what it feels like to be angry beyond control. I know what those things feel like. But I'm like, just stop, man. Stop. When you look at it and you see that, because you're killing somebody, your conscience, it will eventually bother you. You know, think about it. 7-year-old child murdered, kids, you trying to kill somebody and you killing somebody else. You know, stop trying to kill, period. That's mainly what I'm saying. Stop trying to kill. And another thing that bugs me, man, I ride through town, you know, I ride, you know, that's something I do. I get bored, I ride. I don't have friends. I got Jesus, but I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't fit into little organizations, and I don't fit into cliques. And I'm glad I don't, you know. Be ye not conformed to this world. But anyway, I ride around, and when I ride, I see things. You know, I see a lot of things right here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I seen a lady Sunday laying on a bench. I seen 2 of them. One was over here off of Brook. She's laying on a bench. So I backed up and blew the horn to make sure she was all right. I did see her clothes, so I figured she was okay, but I blew the horn anyway. And I pray to God that you start doing the same thing. Don't assume that a person laying down on the ground is alive, sick or dead. Not saying that someone shot them. They could have died of natural causes. The point is, be concerned about another human being, because hopefully you will want someone concerned about you. Do unto others, the Bible says, as you would have someone do unto you. Also, after I left that scene, I turn around, I get downtown further. There's a lady laying up near Old Louisville. She's laying on the bench. She has all her clothes with her. That was Sunday. Let's be concerned about one another. Let's say something to a person that we see laying on the street. Let's not walk by them like they're just a piece of common trash. Even when we see some trash, we need to pick it up. Although sometimes I'm guilty of littering, so hey. But let's not disregard human beings like they're trash. Let's be concerned. Another thing, when I'm riding around and when I do get the opportunity to talk to some people, the stores, man, come on now, let's stop stealing. You know what I'm saying? Then we stealing in the community. I don't have all of the total economics, you know what I'm saying? I took a little economics, a little politics. I got to get a little deeper with it. But I can tell you, it's not good when you turn around every time they open Family Dollar, they open Dollar General stores in the black community, because that's what they call us, the black community, which now when I look around, we got a lot of white people mixed with us. So when we're in the neighborhood, we go around and I look around and I see all the stores closing. We look around, stores are closed. We need the stores. We need to keep people in our neighborhood for our benefit. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk about this. I'm not going to say God said it, you know, everything that comes out of my mouth, I'm not going to say God said it. Some things I just see on my own. Let me go back. God leads and guides me, so God's pointing me to it. Here it is. The stores open in the neighborhood. I, for one, if you listen to my previous videos on my previous words, I was telling you I had to walk for 7 months. So, meaning, where I live, there's no sidewalks. And there is no convenience store. There's a gas station close by, but it doesn't have all the food that I would necessarily need. The point I'm making is, when you stealing out of these stores and you robbing these stores in the neighborhood, in the areas where people that have low income, people that have no income, people that are sick and are ill, they need a store that they can go to that's close by, so they can get their groceries, they can get their medicines, they can get the little basic things they need, even if it's just a pop or just an ice cream. But when you rob and you steal and you demolish the stores in the neighborhood, you're not just satisfying your own pocket, you're hurting people. You're hurting people like you. You're hurting people. Maybe you get money. Maybe you rich. I'm sorry. Let me not prejudge. Oh, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Let me back up. Maybe you rich. Maybe you robbing the store and you taking all the toothpaste and all the stuff out of there, and that's making you rich. So you don't need to go to the store. You don't get thirsty and want you some chips and a pop. You don't need allergy medicine. I'm sorry. You don't have to catch the bus sometimes. Hey, I'm sorry, you got a car, you got all of these things, all of your needs are met, I'm sorry, I didn't know. But for those of us that do not have those luxuries, I mean, please, you know, I'm not saying go hit other stores or whatever, I'm saying don't steal, period, but I'm thinking look at it. Look at the people that you're leaving suffering. You know, yeah, it seems like a lot of little stores open up, but then a lot of little stores are the ones that's really expensive, that people like me, we want to see things for $1. We want to see things, medicines and things for $1 on the shelf. We love to see it, something for $1, and then it's worth $1. We don't want to see, we used to see the big bottles of Fabuloso, you know, last you 2-3 months, 5 months, that big old bottle, you know. Now the bottles and stuff are smaller. Why is that? Do you think that they could have something to do with the theft in the stores, the robbery in the stores? Come on, it's affecting us. It's affecting the poor. Man, they took the Progress down on 2nd Street. They took the Kroger's at Savile and Terrace. Do you realize that there's no stores? I don't know. That might have been bigger than just theft, but believe me, theft and robbery, it had a big part to play in it. You know, it had a big part to play in it. Now people have to travel a further distance to get food, a further distance to get medication. Look at the elderly that's suffering now off of 2nd Street because they chose to live in the area because they were close to the pharmacy where they could get their medicine. They didn't have to worry about getting robbed, so they could go down there and cash their check at their Kroger's and then get their food and get their needs and then go back home safely. I don't know about you, but I'm looking, and it's looking ugly. Open your eyes and see. Look in your community. Look at where you live. And I'm not going to say look in the community where you live and just I don't like the words poor and rich. They do exist, but I don't like that because there are some people that live in areas that's considered poor, and as they say, the poor zip code areas that have a lot of money, a lot of money, probably millionaires that live in the poor zip code area. You know, we need to be careful about defining neighborhoods. I don't like that. It's stigmatizing neighborhoods. That's stigmatizing people, human beings. But look around is the point I'm making. And if in your neighborhood it's a struggle for you to, if you had to walk and you didn't have transportation, you didn't have a bike, you didn't have a car, and you wanted a pop, something cold to drink, and a bag of ice, is it convenient for you to go get these things? Let's back up. Do you have the money to get it? If it's difficult for you to do that, then look around the neighborhood, see how you can improve it. Come on now. Look around, just seeing buildings boarded up, seeing graffiti on houses and stuff like that, pulling down the neighborhood. We too good of a people. When I say people, I'm not just talking about black people, poor people. Man, I remember the day we didn't have nothing, but we had each other. We had each other. We looked out for each other. Now, yeah, I lived in Clarksdale, and I seen people with respect. So that's why I'm now. Don't come to me talking about that. Anyway, guys tell me I'm talking too long. But anyway, like I said, we better than that. Let's stop stealing and tearing down stores in our neighborhood. Leave some stores in the neighborhood. Stop stealing from in the neighborhood so we can take and have a place where we can go. Place where we can go to the counters. Man, they took pick-pack. We were going on, you see your friendly neighborhood people that live and live and were struggling just like us to get a paycheck. Now they gone. Come on now. Familiar, family. God said shut up. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. You know, let's support one another. Man, I like a cold pop every now and then for a cheap price. Not trying to pay $4 and $5 for a 12-pack of pop. Man, now that's ridiculous. You know, $7 for a pack of pop. $3 for a loaf of bread, but you go to Kroger's, you can get a loaf of bread for $1. I said I'm going to stop clapping my hands so much too, but believe me, a lot of times I do it because I'm like Peter. I used to be the cusser. And not that I stopped, but hey. Anyway, God bless you, God keep you.